Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Shin Megami Tensei. I'm sorry that I haven't been very good with keeping up to date on the update schedule, but not gonna lie, going through some really personal, heavy, emotional shit right now, and making videos is kind of a really low priority for me right now. There's some stuff I really need to take care of in my life. But yeah, that shit's depressing, but don't worry about it. I don't want to talk too much about it, but yeah, I'm not going to give up on this, even if I'm a little slow with uploading videos. Please be patient. I am certain that this Let's Play will be finished. But yeah, anyways, enough about that depressing shit. Just want to point out the fact that this man has the same theme as our dog Pascal. So they're probably the same being. Anyways, this part of the game is really fucking annoying, because you have to wait for all of your money to slowly dwindle down to zero. And I could have sped this up in the video editing, but fuck you. You're gonna suffer along with me. Fuck you too, Pascal. No one loves you. Alright, so now we're gonna take a few steps here, trigger a little bit of a cutscene. So, this cutscene is also kind of annoying, because every single time that you're on the world map, and the moon cycle that you can notice in the upper left, every single time that will reach a full moon, this cutscene will trigger, and Kazuya will take a little bit of damage. Not too much, it's more of a minor annoyance if anything. It'll slowly glow away. It'll slowly go away as the plot progresses, but for now, it's just a little bit of an annoyance. If anything, I am glad that after the apocalypse struck, the one thing that's okay in this post-apocalyptic wasteland is the Virtual Boy. The Virtual Boy is the one constant in our lives that we all need. So, yeah, since this cutscene's long, I just want to say that you may think that the world of Shin Megami Tensei is a disaster, but I want to talk about another disaster, and that is the recent Fantastic Four movie that just came out, which I watched a cam rip of that I found online. Holy shit, that was just awful. Like, I don't even like the Fantastic Four, and I had my expectations low, and I was still disappointed. Like, damn, that is just an awful movie. I'm kind of surprised that in 2015 a movie that bad can come out. Fuck, it was just bad. Sorry, I needed to vent about that. Don't even, like, straight up, don't even watch that movie. Like, it's not even so bad that it's funny or good or anything, it's just bad. It's just boring. Anyways, important plot shit is happening now, so I should shut the fuck up about the Fantastic Four. Yeah, gasp, a time skip. Actually, one minor gripe I have with this game is, I think they could have done a little bit more with the whole time skip element to it than they actually do. It's just kind of an element of the world that they bring up a few times, but don't really, I guess, explore too much. But I guess it makes sense because they wanted to show off the world after a great cataclysm, like just after a nuclear apocalypse, and you can't really do that like right after, so you have to do a time skip of some sort to show that off. But I don't know, I think they could have done more with the actual time skip element of it, like just what has changed and so on since the characters were last in Tokyo, but whatever. It's not even really something I noticed on a first playthrough, that's just kind of something I noticed after, you know, thinking about it now. So, in the last video, I said that I would explain in this one what's going on with the gem thing. So this is Reg's jewelry shop, and you can exchange your gems here for either items, which I will only be showing off, I think, once in this Let's Play. There's only really one use for it, and even then it's kind of not a very practical use. So item exchange is practically useless, actually. Element element trade, though, is actually pretty useful. So you can trade 1 gem for 1 item, or you can trade 3 gems for an element. And we are actually going to be possibly using that if we have the proper gems, if I stumble upon them. Just so we can get a few elements that we will need for later. Might have noticed that I still have Eros and Earthviews in my party. As I've said, I have a usage for them that I will show off next video, actually. But elements are important. I guess I'll say that. Elements are unique demons in that they have a very specific use in this game, so yeah, I'll show that off when the time comes. Here's our current collection of gems. Not too many, as you can see. We'll find some more in due time, though. More dungeons will have them as treasure chest items, and sure enough, more enemies on the world map here will actually drop some of the more common gems like Sapphire and I think Amethyst. That one drops a lot too. So Shinjuku hasn't really changed much, still the same layout. I am glad to see that the Jehovah's Witness is still there, doing his or her job. Can't really tell if that's a guy or a girl, actually. But gotta give him credit. 30 years in the same career is something to admire, especially after the apocalypse. And here's the Satanist guy who's doing his thing. This guy probably likes DMC Devil May Cry, and actually thinks 4chan is funny. You know those kids. Anyways, so, like every other traditional JRPG, we are going to be wandering around town and just talking to NPCs for the sake of learning a little bit more about the world. Got some nice setting details and world building going on here. Sure enough, Shinjuku is not how we left it, and as you can see, it seems to have a little bit of an issue with whoever's running it, but do want to say that this man right here is kind of an important NPC. You don't need to actually go and see this man, but it's kind of helpful because he will let you trade your old cash for a little bit of Maka, which this time I sped up because I'm nice, but yeah, that's a nice little detail. I like how they added that in, just because it kind of heals the wound a bit of losing all your fucking money. So, the secret police talk like they're straight out of that Super Hot Fire video, which I find fucking hilarious. But, yeah, Ozawa runs this place now, which is not great. You can find a few NPCs that actually like Ozawa, because he does, to be fair, keep them safe from the demons, but the secret police are basically Nazis. They really are not nice people at all. You can tell that they bully around the common people, and they won't think twice about killing one of them. So, yeah, not great. Even though this is a little bit of a safe haven, it's not actually all that safe, because the people running it and the people that are the guards are just assholes. So we're gonna be good edgelords, and we're gonna overthrow this establishment, but not gonna get to that yet this video. It also disturbs me that the barman is what appears to be like a 10-year-old. It's kind of fucking weird. So let's see if Yuriko's back in. No, it's just an old man. Wonder what Yuriko's up to. Like, what if she survived the apocalypse? So don't know what she's been doing for 30 years. Maybe she's working with Ozawa, who knows? Maybe we'll find out. So we're gonna get the fuck out of here. Got enough of the bars. Now let's go instead to the disco just to see what's poppin', as the hip young kids say. So actually, this is the first place in Shinjuku that you need to go for story reasons, not the bar. I'm just talking to the bartender just to see what's up, but if you recall the downstairs area of the disco, we actually need to go there and talk to someone before we can advance in the story. So, according to this bartender, Roppongi is just fucked. I'm glad to see that pot and, weed usage is still a societal issue in the post-apocalypse. But, yeah, so, Roppongi, which is an area we did not see in the, pre-apocalyptic world, as I guess I can call it, is apparently just super fucked over, so that's unfortunate. Maybe we'll stop by there eventually just to see what the deal is with the count and the pot. Something about the way that sprite is drawn of the policeman is just unsettling. I don't know if it's the pose or the weird-ass skinny hourglass figure thing. It's just unsettling and weird and creepy. Oh, that's unfortunate. So yeah, let's go down here. Actually, not a lot going on here. All of these side rooms I explore are sadly empty, but thought I'd go in just because I couldn't remember if anything cool was there or not, but nah. But we are gonna go into this little, not this cavern, but gonna go off to the side here, and right here. We need to talk to this guy. So, this NPC kind of bothers me, and it kind of bothers me that this NPC is important to plot progression, just because, like, he basically only tells you everything you already know from other NPCs in the town, but for some reason we need to talk to this specific one to advance, which I think is kinda dumb. Now that actually is a important piece of trivia, but even then I think they could have incorporated it into just other random NPCs and not have to find the one specific guy so that we can progress in the story. That's just kind of... that's a gripe I have with a lot of games. Like, I'm playing Final Fantasy II right now, and sometimes it's kind of weird because, if I recall, there's a point where you need to talk to like 3 different people in a sequence just to find out where to go next and do stuff, and I hate when RPGs do that. Just let me find out and do it on my own. Don't lock it behind these weird conversation triggers that pisses me off. Now, this seems like it would lead up to a boss fight, but we just get the fuck out. Yeah, that was kind of anticlimactic. So, we're gonna go up here, and we are going to see who's running this place. Well, we know it's Ozawa, but, gonna see what he has to say about this whole situation. Maybe we can stop what he's been up to. But, yeah, this area does have random encounters. So you can see a giant pile of zombies right there. I actually really like this demon design. I think it's pretty cool. But these things aren't too bad. If you have Hama on a demon, they're pretty weak to that. They're weak to fire too. Well, maybe not weak to fire. I don't quite recall, but usually undead things are... they don't like fire very well in RPGs, so... I might have been making that up, but I don't know. Fire seems to be decently effective. Not as effective as just straight up bullets, though, it seems, so... Yeah, they're, not too bad. They usually come in large groups, which is obnoxious, but... I'm just gonna auto this one out. There we go. As you can see, Yuji and Takashi's still a little bit behind in experience, which is annoying, but we'll solve that eventually. So once again, like the Yakuza guy that was there 30 years ago, what a fucking useless security guard. Also, here's a fucking Dune-ass sandworm right in here. I just said Dune-ass. Which sounds like a fictional country or something. I don't know. You know, I've had a copy of Dune on my shelf for, like, probably 2.5 years now. I have never read Dune. Should really get around to that one of these days. Been reading the first Wheel of Time book on and off, because my girlfriend told me to. And, that's enjoyable. It's very traditional high fantasy, but whatever. So, decided to show off this encounter. I don't know if we've seen a Citri before, but, yeah, this was really dumb of me. Auto battle can be dangerous, as you can see. I really should have, stopped auto battling just so I could heal up, and, yeah, that's not good. So, Takashi is the sole survivor here, and I, tried running away. Luckily, I did get away, but yeah, that was a very, very close, almost game over situation right there. So, that was my bad, but once again, pay attention. Don't be like me and just auto-battle everything. Even though you can usually get away with it. So, I wanted to see if anything would happen if Takashi was alone and talked to Ozawa, and actually, no, everyone needs to be alive for the scene to trigger. If you talk to Ozawa before you talk to the man in the disco basement, he has a little bit of dialogue with the people, but, like, you just kind of get kicked out of the office. Sorry I couldn't record that, I just kind of forgot about it, and also, to be honest, it's not much and not really worth showing off, but... With our profound disco basement man knowledge, we can confront Ozawa for the monster he truly is. Takashi, after God knows how many episodes of this Let's Play, will finally get his revenge. I'm kind of proud of him. Not really, because he's not very smart, but... he's doing his thing. Oh. Never mind. Ouch. Well, that's unfortunate. Let's get the fuck out of Dodge. Takashi, that's the dumbest thing you've ever fucking said, and you've said a lot of dumb things. Even Yuji agrees. That's the most anime fucking line that's come out of this game so far. So we're gonna go to the Heretic Mansion and, give Takashi his, weird-ass revenge fantasy. Okay, Virgil. Guys, I think he's crazy. Yeah. So he's gonna take, it looks like it's a random selection, it's not. He is going to take your highest level Chaos Aligned Demon, and he's gonna do his fusion. Takashi is going to combine with the Stingray to become Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Takashi. I actually like that design a lot. It's pretty neat. Well then, that happened. Let's check out his stats, and he's pretty powerful. Decent amount of levels ahead of us. You could probably tell just from like the maximum HP and stuff. Yeah, he is definitely up there in terms of stats. So right now, what you should technically do is go back to Ozawa. We're not gonna fucking do that. We're going to fuck around now that we have a really powerful party member. So you can go south of Shinjuku, real close to Shibuya, and go into this red little shrine area, very similar to the one in the park. And we're gonna walk around here, stay very close to the entrance, come with demons, and we are going to fight some level 50, level 60-ish demons that are here. Because now that we have Takashi, he's a very useful party member, and we can fight these things. And use it as a way to grind and get some pretty easy experience. Maybe not easy. After, like, every single random encounter here, you're really going to need to go back and heal up, because, But, yeah, you're not gonna come out of, these fights with everyone alive, and even if you do, everyone's gonna be banged up to hell and back, so yeah. You're gonna get a shit ton of experience, though, from these fights. Usually enough to level up, especially on the first one when your characters are lower level. So you will get the free heal just from leveling up, but your demons and such are gonna need healing, so... Yeah, just kind of follow the strategy I'm doing here, like use Marin Karen to charm enemies, put them to sleep, even though nerve bullets tend to not work very effectively on them, it seems like, just because Kazuya is lower leveled. But yeah, Marin Karen has a really good success rate, use whatever powerful magic attacks you have, buff and debuff if you have demons that do that thing at this point. You'll be able to take these down if you try hard enough. Anyways, I think I've said there's like 3 things in this game that just break it apart, and I consider this like 2.5. Like, look at how much fucking experience we got. Level up 3 times here. Put a point into an intelligence just for the sake of having one. Fucking Yuji gained 5 levels, Jesus Christ. Yeah. All Meg. Well then, there's that. Gonna go back up and heal, and I do want to show off some random encounters and whatnot that are just around on this area of the world map near Shinjuku. Just thought it'd be nice. So, these Kelpies are really fucking obnoxious because they can bind your party members. Probably the most dangerous random encounter at this point in the game. Probably one of the most dangerous random encounters in general in this game. And also, when you're bound, you take a bit of damage for every step you take on the world map, and it has that really fucking obnoxious white flash that makes traveling slow as hell. These Cuckoo Kachus, they drop sapphires sometimes, so they're kind of useful for that. These Furies, I think that's supposed to just be Furies, but I could be wrong. Come in large numbers, and they're weak to bullets and I think force, so they're not too bad. They're kind of not really all that important, to be honest. Just showing it off for the sake of completionism. Alright, and then also we have some weird-ass robots that show up on this map too. There's also like a little drone ball-looking thing that you can find that I don't think I show off in the video just because I didn't run into it while I was just running around. These are actually human enemies that you can recruit and use for human fusion. These zealots can be a little annoying to recruit just because they're very finicky in negotiation, unfortunately. But, yeah, I showed off all the random encounters I wanted to, so I think I'm going to go back to the Red Shrine and grind up a little bit, and that means it's time for a training montage!
Show like thing pleasure.